After last episode where our form was really poor, things have taken a complete turn and we have won our last 3 games. Promotion could possibly be back on the cards. Let's get into today's episode, find out quite what's gone on and see how we do. Welcome back then guys to the Red Devil Revival, our Road to Glory series here on FM21 with Kaiserslautern, and now to episode 19 of our series. As I've just said in the intro, unlike last episode where our form was pretty diabolically bad, things have taken a real turnaround and we are looking phenomenally good in recent fixtures. Now, if you missed the previous episode where our form was on a decline, there'll be a link right above me for you to go back and watch that episode. And of course, guys, before we do get into today's video properly, if you do enjoy this episode here, the Red Devil Revival, please do go and chuck a like down onto it. As I always say, it massively does help the channel out. And if you're looking forward to seeing any more of my content here on LS Plays FM, such as my FM21 experiments or any of my tactics video, the latest which has gone live on the channel only yesterday by how to create a tactic in Football Manager. There should be a link above me if you want to go and have a watch of that, guys. Then do make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell to be notified when any of my content here on YouTube goes live. Now though, let's get into today's video properly. I'll run through exactly what has gone on, how our form has become so much better, and also of course we'll get into today's games properly when we face Regensburg and Holstein Kiel in one definitely very tough match and one which should be, and I say should be, an easy win. In terms of the schedule though guys, of course last time out we played Dresden and Union Berlin, a win and a draw, pretty decent fixtures all things considered. We then faced off against bottom of the league Osnabrück, the team who previously when we played them, we drew 0-0 in a really poor performance. We played them and we smashed them 4-1. A brace on Prevoljak and a brace from Ritter. Ritter has really kicked on since last episode where I was saying he hadn't been having a fantastic time. He's obviously listened and started both scoring and assisting, and I think he got Player of the Month last month in game as well. So yeah, he's had a pretty good time, has Ritter. After the Osnabrück game, we then faced Fortuna Düsseldorf, and considering last episode I was saying about the fact we aren't scoring enough goals, again the players must have heard me because we then stuck 4 past Düsseldorf and beat them 4-0 as well. Fantastic performance. Another brace from Prevoljak. The man who doesn't score is now scoring. Mulatieri with a goal as well. And then a bolt from the blue. Jorge Galen came on as a last-minute sub and he scored with only like his 3rd or 4th touch on the pitch. He scored a goal. Couldn't believe it. It's his first goal since August. And yeah, he scored in the 95th minute to make it 4-0. Fantastic game. And then in a game which I thought there was no way, despite the form, there was no way we're going to beat them. Greuther Fürth, who was sitting in 3rd at the time of playing them, we beat them 1-0 away from home. No idea. Prevoljak again with another goal. And I'm pretty sure it was Ritter in this game with the assist. Crazy good stuff from us in recent fixtures. And as a result of those wins, we sit up in 5th place. And we are on 46 points. 3rd place, Greuther Fürth, sit on 53. We are 7 points off of Greuther Fürth. I still don't think it's going to happen. We have to play Regensburg, who sit just above us in today's episode. And we also have Stuttgart, who are top of the league. So it's probably quite unlikely we're going to be able to do it. But yeah, it still is on possibly. If we lose to Regensburg in this upcoming first match, it's probably all about over. But even so, we'll see quite what happens. In terms of how we're lining up for the first game here with Regensburg, we are away from home. It's Klapikas in net, Kevin Kraus, Flavio Ramos and Benedikt Gimba at the back, Butson at right back, Hercher at left back, then Enzo Zidane and Erhard in the middle with Ritter and Mulatieri in attacking midfield, and Prevoljak, the goal-scoring machine in recent fixtures, starting up front. Considering we are playing so well, I don't quite know how we're managing it because we're missing a lot of key players in our midfield. Kabay and Salas are both still not fit. They are both making the bench today, but they're not fully fit to be able to start, which is very disappointing. The same with Kobold as well. But that's how we're going to line up for this game. Let's get into it and see if we can get anything from it. If we can avoid defeat, promotion could be on the cards possibly. It's highly unlikely as a team only got promoted last season, consecutive promotions. I never thought it possible, but you never know. Stranger things in football have happened. I'm going to say to the lads, I fully expect you to keep our run going. I don't actually believe it, but it may give the lads a bit of a G up and a morale boost. And in fact, actually, we've got everyone convinced and them feeling motivated for this game. Regensburg themselves are on some pretty poor form. You can see it there. They've only won 2 of their last 3 games. Not good stuff from them. And then you see us, 4 wins from 5. We are undefeated in our last 5 games as well. Crazy turnaround, considering at one point it looked like we could be going 4 defeats in our last 5, only a few games back. It's crazy how we've turned this around. And it's also crazy, it just highlights actually how in lower divisions in football, a little run of form can completely change your season. It really, really can do. And at the moment, things are looking bloody brilliant here with Kaiserslautern. I still think, regardless of what happens this season, I mentioned it last episode, that when we go into next season, regardless of whatever league we're in, I will probably look to be changing up the tactic. I'm still not 100% convinced with this tactic. I just don't feel, although I'm about to say I don't feel it scores enough goals. I know recently we've been scoring tons, but I think it's just a bit of morale which is helping the lads with it. I think because initially we did that team meeting, everything kind of turned on a sixpence. Where I was, hang on, I thought Previak was about to beat the goalkeeper to that ball there, but sadly just didn't quite manage to get there. Maya, he clears it up, a really weak camera angle. Hercher has headed it. Not 2-1, really, really poor header there. Deary me. But even so, I was going to say, I still think we may well be changing the tactic up pretty soon in terms of the episodes anyway. Krapikas here with the ball. Ramos, is it going to be a chance at us, or are we going to give this ball away stupidly? Kraus lumps it up. He gives it away stupidly, but thankfully Enzo's now put it up to Militieri. Come on, lads. It's a long old highlight, this. It really is. Enzo's it down now. Plays it to Ritter. Come on. Ritter, who is another man on form. He's got a really good recent average rating in his past 5 games. Lovely ball by Enzo Zidane to Hercher. Militieri's through. Militieri! Probably should have done better there. It was a bit of a poor effort, all things considered. Didn't get the power behind it that we really needed him to put into it. Ritter with a corner, though. Anything from it. Kraus doesn't win it. Back out to Ritter. Puts it back in. Militieri! I thought he was going to win that header. I thought the way the highlight was going, I thought maybe, but just not quite. It's been a very decent but pretty even half. You look at the stats overall, probably Regensburg have been the slightly better side, all things considered. They've had more chances, slightly more XG as well, but we've obviously been the only side to actually have a highlight in this match so far. Now, though, let's get into the second half. In terms of dressing room, I'm just going to say to lads, we're not doing badly. Everyone continues to work hard. We'll win here. No one was really that fast. I'm going to say to defenders, not more to come from you. I'm going to say to the midfielders and the attackers, I'm disappointed. I don't think we've seen enough from them to justify me saying anything other than that to them here in this game. And hopefully getting a little bit annoyed at them may get them to kind of perform a little bit better in this second half. But I mean, as I said at the beginning, I would probably take a draw. It keeps us well and truly in that hunt, and I guess Gorge Firth aren't playing at the moment. They're still on 28 games, we're all on 29. It's worth noting, after this game, guys, there's only 5 remaining in the league. There's only 34 games played in the second Bundesliga. Hang on, Hertz's ball, Prewiak. Considering his recent form, I was pretty sure he was going to head that into the back of the net. That could come back and bite us. If Regensburg score and win this game, as I said at the beginning, it probably kills any hopes we had of any chance of getting into third position. Earhart here. Come on, are we going to get a chance to counter-attack? Hercher here. We probably have to make some subs in a minute because we're 70 minutes in. No subs have been made. Militieri. What are we going to do, son? The young Italian lad. Lovely ball. Prewiak. Great control. Prewiak. He shanked it. How he scored in like his last 5 games on the bounce, and he's just absolutely screwed that up. Right, Hercher is booked and struggling. I don't really have anyone to play left back though, which is a bit of a problem. I guess I'll swap him with Butts and we'll get Francis on in his place. Enzo can come off for Kabay. We'll risk him. He is supposed to be able to be fit enough to play 45 minutes or so, so we'll get Kabay on for Enzo here. 15 to play. Highlight here, starting with a Regensburg goal kick. Okay, Gimba's headed down. Militieri. Long ball up the pitch. Prewiak. Come on. He's good. Oh, my God. I think we may have to sub him off. He just doesn't look like he's going to do it today. He really doesn't. Maybe we need to bring on Jorge Gale. And, of course, he scored in that other game. Maybe that's what we need to do. Or perhaps we'll be on Salas. In fact, no, we're going to bring on Salas. We'll bring Salas, put Militieri up front, and we'll swap Ritter and Salas over like so. We'll make that change. Ritter become the slightly more offensive of the 2 attacking midfielders. We'll go attacking. We'll see if we can nick it in the last few minutes here. I said though a draw will do. It looks like it's just going to be a bore draw. It does mean another clean sheet, mind you. And indeed, it has finished 0-0. I mean, it's a very even game. Regensburg are a really, really tough side. So to get a point, I'm not going to complain. But the chances we had and the chances we miss, especially from Prewiak, is that going to be the point that kills off any chance of promotion? We'll go into the dressing room. I'm going to say unlucky boys. They all are pretty motivated, which is a good thing. nonetheless. And in the league, it means that obviously we stand exactly where we were in comparison to Regensburg. It means Nuremberg below us have a game in hand, which should they win, they will leapfrog us. And if Greuther Fürth win their game in hand as well, it will mean they will go, how many points is that clear? Is that 8 points clear? 9 points clear? Yeah, 9 points clear they will be, should they win their game in hand. So probably game over at that point with only 5 games to play. But even so, we have Holstein Kiel to play next. They are in 15th place, a side really struggling in the league, and we are at home. So I will see you for that game, guys, very shortly. We are now here then for our second game of the episode, and what should be the easier of the two. And it's worth noting, guys, we now need to definitely win this if we want to keep ourselves in the promotion hunt. Greuther Fürth and Arminia Bielefeld both won their games, meaning if we don't win today, the gap will be at least 9 points with only 4 left. So basically it kills any hope of. So I'm going with as basic strong side as we can do. It's Krapikas in goal with Hübner, Ramos and Gimba. It's then Francis at right back. I've dropped Butzen because he played poorly in the last one. Hirsch is still at left back. Unfortunately, De Bock is still out with an injury, so he can't come back in yet. Zidane is still starting. I very nearly dropped him for either Salas or Kabay, but neither of them are fully fit yet. I think if at half-time we need a goal, I will make that change. But it's Zidane with Erhardt, Ritter and Militieri, and Prevoljak then up front. I very nearly dropped Prevoljak after that poor performance, but I've gone with him again here, and we'll see how he does. Let's submit the team and see what we can do. We are at home against Holstein Kiel, and realistically, at home, we need to be beating them. As I say, if we don't, any hope is over at that point. I'm going to say, come on, lads, show me what we can do. Other than Ritter and Hübner, no one cared. I'll say to the rest of them, I have faith in them. And everyone but Francis and Ramos was happy with that. I'll show the table on here so you can see it. Of course, we're going with our 5-2-2-1 tactic. In terms of Holstein Kiel, what are they lining up with? They are going with a 4-2-3-1. They're on pretty decent form themselves. Despite being down the bottom end of the table, they've had a massive resurgence. I think they've got a new manager in at the moment, and they've got themselves out and well and truly out of the relegation zone. You can see we are 10 behind Greuther Fürth, 11 behind Bielefeld. Of course, we have a game in hand, so we can narrow that gap down to either 7 and 8 for those two respective sides. But yeah, it's going to be tough. And then after this, we then have to play Stuttgart as well. So, I mean, if we don't win this, I think we'll wait to just go to the end of the season and just play our last game and talk about plans for next season. If we do win it and things look decent, we may come back for a triple header at the end of the season and see what we can do. But we will wait and see. A very, very quiet start here to begin this game off with. I'll be honest, I've got a weird feeling we're going to throw points away here. Holstein Kiel actually I was saying that Militieri's just scored, fair enough. Thank you, Samuel Militieri. I was about to say the reason why is because of the fact that Holstein Kiel just played Stuttgart, I think it was, or it may have been Greuther Fürth actually, I can't remember, one of the two, and they nicked a draw. So that's why I was a little bit not sure about this game. But a decent goal there for Militieri puts us 1-0 up after 30 minutes have been played. Very, very good stuff there indeed from the young Italian lad. Is that going to be all we're going to see from this half? It looks like it well could be. We're rushing through the first half and we're into stoppage time now. And indeed, half time has been, or is here even, and a very, very drab match so far. Defenders have been doing pretty well. No shots on target whatsoever from Holstein Kiel. I am, though, despite the fact we're leading, I'm going to say I'm not happy. Considering the fact Holstein Kiel are a really, really poor side. They're struggling in the league as much as they are. Not good enough. We should be doing better up against a side like that. So I'm going to say that to the lads and hopefully get a good reaction out of them here. Of course, you can see here the lead table. I hope it's not covered by my face. I don't think it is. At the moment, the gap is down to 7 points. Okay, been headed away there. Zidane's got the ball back on kind of just inside our half. Hercher, decent ball. Prevoljak, it's a mistake. And he's missed. He's not. I thought he was offside. That's why I thought the defenders weren't tracking him, but he was actually onside. What a golden opportunity that was there from Prevoljak. Really, really poor stuff from him. I'm going to sub him off as a result, actually. We're going to sub Prevoljak off. We're going to get Galen on. I'm also going to sub Zidane off for Salas, like so. We'll get the two of them onto the pitch. Of course, Galen only scored a couple of games ago. It was his first game for bloody ages. It really was. So it was really good to see him get another goal. France having another poor performance, as he likes to do. I'm not renewing his contract here at the club, I don't think. So I'm going to sub off Francis for Butzen, make that change. Final one of the game. And hopefully... Oh, no, I was going to say it should be enough. I was about to change this. Let's change this to go to cautious and a bit of time wasting. But there's a highlight here. Please, Holstein Kiel, don't score. You've done nothing all game. There's way too much space out there on that left-hand side. Great challenge from Butzen. Really, really good tackle. He's lumped it up. I thought Galen was going to get on that then. That was a bit of a rush clearance then from Butzen. He's been lumped up. Hertz headed it away. Not a great header there from Hertz, I have to say. Oh, I've got a bad feeling about this. Ignovsky here, if they score, it's going to really, really scupper our plans because we then need to go and get a goal in the last 10 minutes. Puts all the pressure onto us. Ignovsky here again. He's going down that right. It's a great ball. Terrible defending. Dennis Eckhart there. He's one of the top scorers in the league, actually. It's his 15th for the season. Okay, stop playing our defence. We're going to have to go more direct. Oh, I can't believe that. Stop distributing to the centre-backs. Stop taking short kicks. I cannot believe that has just happened. We may well go 2 up top. In fact, I think we might do. Or put Mulletieri and Galen up top together here in this match. Oh, that is frustrating. They've done absolutely nothing. And that basically kills any hope off because it's 9 points with only, 12 available? Yep, okay, we're going to have to go 2 up top. Okay, so Mulletieri up front like so. And we're going to put Mulletieri as I guess we'll make him the advanced forward. I'm going to make Galen the poacher, I think. And we'll go Ritter like so. And I'm going to tell both the wing-backs to go attack him because we've got nothing to lose now. We need a goal. Let's go for it. Confirm the changes. Oh, dearie me. Okay, Erhardt here. I don't know if it's a proper highlight or just because we're making the tactical changes. Most likely the latter. It's so frustrating because of the fact we were was about to go cautious and go more time wasting. We're just rushing through the game. Highlight. Literally last minute stoppage time. We get a goal here. This is going to be a dramatic ending which keeps our hopes alive. Butson, pretty poor ball, but Hercher, decent space, goes for it. Hercher scores! The left back, an unlikely source of goals. Scores with probably what is going to be the final kick of the game. He is both-footed, so he can score on either foot. A great finish there from Herch. I thought the ball was just overhit from Butson, but a great pass, a great bit of play from Hercher. 2-1. Is that going to be game over? I'm not going to change anything. Indeed it is. Oh, come on. Come on. I don't know if we deserve that. Probably we do just about. 2-1 win. Oh my goodness, we couldn't have made that any more dramatic unless we tried. It means we move up to 4th position. We leapfrog Regensburg on goal difference and we sit 7 behind Greuther 3rd. It's still very unlikely. It really is. With 4 games to play, 12 available, 7 points is the gap. I mean, I don't know if we're going to do it. I highly doubt it. But for next episode, guys, it means that we're going to have to come back straight away because, of course, we are. We got Stuttgart away. The toughest game we could have possible. It can't get any more difficult than that in the second Bundesliga. So Stuttgart away and also Sandhausen at home. A really tough side and then I'll be one of the easiest in the league at home. That will all be coming in next episode, which of course will be out on Monday, where we see if we can keep any chance of promotion alive in that episode. Overall though, guys, that just about brings this episode here to a close. And I mean, 4 points on the possible 6 there. It keeps the hopes well and truly alive. 7 points is the gap. It is doable. And my goodness, there was no way we could have made that any more dramatic with that late minute goal there from Hercher. Crazy, crazy stuff. He's only scored 3 this season. That could probably be one of the most important one he has scored, possibly ever in his career. Absolutely nuts stuff. Really was. But guys, I really do hope you enjoyed this episode here today. 2 very decent performances, all things considered. If you did enjoy it, please do go and chuck a like down onto the episodes. I always say they always massively do help the channel out. And if you're looking forward to seeing any more of my content here on YouTube, then do make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell to be notified when any of my content here on YouTube goes live. But guys, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you again next time.